As a global nation, we are one, and when one of us hurts, all of us need to stand in solidarity. I will be there at COP26 to make sure that our global leaders know and respect that climate justice is a priority of today and not just of tomorrow. So my story really started in 2018. I had gone back home to Kerala, which is where I'm from in India. It started to rain. We're used to it because it's the monsoon period of time, but that time it was a lot worse. The rain just never stopped until the next morning when we woke up, we couldn't see outside, to the point that like the tree trunks were submerged, our car park was completely underwater, and we had cars just sort of floating. And at that time I was 14, quite young, quite sort of naive to how the world worked. And for me, it was as if the world was ending. But what I think really frustrated me was I came home to Ireland and no one was talking about it. No national media, no global media were even discussing what this atrocity had caused us. So I think from there I sort of took the initiative to learn what exactly is this, why is it happening, and how is it happening? I think for me it just makes the crisis a lot more personal, because this is an issue that quite literally defines whether my land and my home survives the next 10 years. There needs to be huge systematic change for this crisis to have any luck of being solved or any luck of being mitigated enough to ensure that everyone is safe and protected. So it's really important that we put pressure on our governments, on these exploiting companies, and quite literally deconstruct the fossil fuel industry. We're not proactive enough. We're waiting for the climate crisis to knock on our front door, or as it does, really flood it right in before we take the action. And I think as well, it's really important that we have a sense of community. The climate crisis does not have borders. We are one global community, but the way we're impacted are different. But the reality is we will all be impacted at the end of it. One thing I definitely want to say is stop patting your backs and put your back into it. We have had enough of all of these adaptation tactics when you continue to aggravate the crisis. There has never been a lack of solutions, and there has never been a lack of resources. All there has been a lack of is justice. And this COP is so crucial because it quite literally defines who survives and who doesn't. But it's on us as global north countries, as people who have the privilege to attend conferences like COP, to stand up for people in poverty, to stand up for people in the global south, and to stand up for justice. So what I'm hoping to tell my global leaders at COP26 is put in the work, put in the action. We don't have time to waste.